Righto guys, well it's about a week later and the frame for the accessory brackets has come back from powder coating, and man does it look fantastic. So went with a textured black powder coat, the same as what we use on our tent range at the Bush Company. And yeah, we have it bolted in through the sidewalls of the tub, so super secure. We have got 4 mounting bolts, M8 bolts on each side, so this is not going to go anywhere. As you can see, we've used the brackets for the high lift jack, for the shovel, for the Maxtrax that we use on our tent range. So we've just taken that, made a few bolts and holes in position, roof nutted them in place and bolted them in. So shovels there, high lift jacks in position, gone with an additional fire extinguisher as well, just up in that top corner, just an easy accessible fire extinguisher. Now for the next part of this build is we are going to be attaching our DX27 rooftop tent on the top of this frame, as well as a 270-degree awning, adding it on the top end. Now that's going to get put on next, so we'll get back to you shortly. In the meantime, can I have a look at the front and what I've got for you? So last time I mentioned the lights that we're fitting. Now this is super exciting, and to be honest, it's been a build I've been waiting for. Literally, I've had these lights in storage for 15 years. Now, they do not make these particular ones anymore. These are the original KC HiLites daylighters. As you can remember the smiley face from the rally cars back in the 80s and 90s, fantastic light. It's 130 watt halogen. Hence, technology has changed. Nowadays, it's all about LED technology, so they don't make these anymore. So I'm super excited to finally have pulled these out of storage, get them on. The plan is to have 4 of those attached across the top, and that is what those little raised brackets are on the top there. Pull the wiring through neatly, which is going to be nicely hidden away. And then in the front here, show you on the front end, we've got this really neat little, it's more like just a light holder. It's not a full bull bar or anything. Fitting onto the standard bumper in the original bolt hole positions, knock this frame up over there, and we're going to get an additional 2 little daylighters on the front end, just to give it that little bit of that extra retro look. So super excited to get this going. Let's get the tent and awning on, the lights fitted, and we'll get back to you next. All right guys, well there we go. Now we've been working this afternoon. This is actually the next day to give you guys time scheduling on this, but effectively the front spotlights are mounted, the KC high beams, and those are spot versions up there. I've got the 2 spot daylighters in the center and our 2 spreader beams on the side. So I'll just pop a cover and show you. So these obviously just covers which come off. There's the original spreader beam on there, and if we take off that, the spots are dead smooth. So that's all the lights mounted up. Now we've got the DX27 rooftop tent as well as our XT awning mounted as well. I'll quickly pop those open. Now to open up that, I'm going to use the tailgate in this instance. That's the great thing about having a vehicle with a tub and a tailgate combination, is very, very easily, you can stand on this, climb up. There we go. Pop the tent open. Goes up that easy. Pull the bungee cord down. And in this case, we've got the 2 spring rods. Now, the same thing, you can actually walk on the tailgate, which is really handy left and right while you are getting your spring rods in place. Insert those, and there we have the DX27 tent up and ready. And as far as the awning goes, we've got the 270 XT awning on this one, which is going to be more than enough for this vehicle, just giving us some nice bit of shade, able to show off our 270 XT. Now as you can see, I'll whip this around quickly and just clip it into place. There we go, pull it tight. Like that. Now as you can see, this is pretty low, and I'm going to bump my head on to this. So the next part of the build is going to be really cool. It's getting into the good stuff, the mechanics, suspension and tires. But come over to the bench and let me show you what I've got to come in for the next video. So there you go guys. So as you can imagine, having a vehicle that is made in 1982 with still original fitting suspension, even the rims and tires. Well, tires no, but the rims yes. The componentry is sagged and given way over time, so hence the full rebuild of some of the mechanical stuff. So obviously we want to make sure that this vehicle is great for the road, so we can actually drive it long distances, do what we want to do in it, and do a bit of four-wheel driving, which is what it's made to do. So what we've got is the guys that really understand the older vehicles in the market is Terrain Tamer. Huge help, and thank you to them for giving us all the information required. Some components we didn't think we would actually need, they just advised us to. So 2-inch lift suspension coming in from Terrain Tamer. Shocks, these are all rubber mounted shocks as well, so all the bushes are rubber. The shocks are actually made in Brazil, which is quite nice to see. A bit of difference there, being manufactured in a different country. We've got New front disc for the brakes side of things, brake pads, shoes, that's all getting fitted as well. We've got steering damper, we've got new tie rod ends, which is awesome, as well as extended shackles. So we're doing a 2-inch lift. The goal is to get a set of 32-inch tires under it. So we're not going crazy big, but 32s are going to look massive on the little Hilux. So nice extended shackles as well, just to drop the leaves. On this side as well, we've got a full bush kit. So the bush is obviously for the suspension as well. So there's all of our Pro bush kit done. So bushes for the suspension. So this is all coming in to the next episode. Stay tuned. We're going to get this on the hoist and start working on this, and I'm sure you guys will see this in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go bush, and I'll catch you later.